All right, welcome to your reading. Let's see what we have for today. Let's get these cards shuffled. Okay, it's an 8-day, one life path, 8-day. When you see the 1 day, that's your cue to be aggressive, be assertive, be ambitious. Might be more argumentative. People might be more argumentative. Aggressive. People might be more aggressive, is what I meant as well. Okay, so it's good to know that. Gotta channel that anger, gotta channel that aggressiveness. There's no reason on a day like today you have to go to sleep not tired. Because today's also an 8-day. And when you see the 8-day, those are the days where you gotta put as much value as you can into the marketplace, into your world, your business world, your work, or whatever you're doing for yourself, whatever you're working towards. Today's the day to be materialistic. Give homage, okay? Of course, when you see the 8 energy, also a great day to pay your bills. Great day to imprint energy of money if you don't have that. Of course, it will make you more karmic. You have to be righteous. Money and karma go hand in hand. Okay. Let's see what we get here. 4 of Pentacles. Okay. Capricorn energy. 4 of Pentacles really is a scarcity mindset, challenges, or how you say, holding on to what you have, and it's not much. This is what brings the 4 of Pentacles into the 5 of Pentacles, which is actually a financial loss. The 4 of Pentacles, again, just talks about just holding on to what you got, and you're actually not building. You're spending too much time holding on to what you got, instead of investing into yourself, into whatever you can do to make yourself better. Because it feels like the money's going to go anyways. Like when you hold on to it like that, the money's going to go on anyways. You got to be free with it a little bit. Like that's a good thing about not having money, is like you should be investing every fucking dollar into yourself, because you don't have to worry about saving. It's not that much anyways. You know what I mean? You might as well be investing into yourself, whatever the fuck that is. Obviously, we're talking work. We're talking the material world today. Number 4, okay? That 7 of Swords wanted to come out. Let's keep going. You have this same card here. It keeps coming out. This card is following you. It's a Scorpio energy, masculine energy, but whatever. Scorpio, King of Cups, shows emotional imbalance, keeps coming up. Maybe what you're doing for work or something like that feels like there's no emotion into it, or just leaving you emotionally imbalanced. This mindset, these money blocks. Of course, it's going to affect your... Okay, yes, we were talking about these money blocks. Of course, it's going to affect you emotionally. This could be having to do with, even your job, like what you're working is just paying you not enough. You know what I mean? It's just not paying you enough, and you find yourself struggling, holding on to what you got. But the Matrix is going to find a way to take it, you know what I mean? One way or another. So it's almost like what I find is like, if you might as well spend it on yourself, before something else takes it. You know what I mean? Whatever that makes, even it could be your clothing, or just something that makes you feel like, more important, something that makes you feel good is going to help, you know what I mean? As long as it has the right intentions, as long as it has to do with work, your disciplines and what you're building, that's what matters. Okay. Of course, it's affecting your emotions and connections and relationships. Okay. Capricorn energy, you got to get it in order to feel good about yourself. You could be working, maybe it just feels like it's less, not enough, you know what I mean? And that's a lot of the case, you know what I mean? So you have to have your exit plans. You got to be building something to exit that. If not, you're not going to be prepared. So King of Cups reversed. Of course, it affects you emotionally. Six of Cups affects connections and your ability to even have them, really. Okay, Ten of Cups reversed. Now, this is money, but of course, it can be as well your time. Time is money, right? So they say, so Four of Pentacles is your time, is your attention as well. Like holding on too much to your attention and, you know what I mean, onto your time when you could be investing that as well, your time. What are you holding your time for? Your attention. Devil card reverse. Okay, that's good. Yeah, exactly. Capricorn energy, we were saying too, like I said, it's not like, you know, having money it doesn't make you a good person. Not having money or having money doesn't make you, you know, a good or bad person. You know what I mean? Like, you could be poor and still be a good person. That's it, you know what it's saying. You can be rich and be a bad person, yes, but being rich doesn't have to make you a bad person either. You know what I mean? Maybe you feel more proud about yourself because you think, oh yeah, I don't care about money. I don't need money, or money doesn't this, doesn't do that. That's just like a block. That's what I'm saying. That's a block. You're holding on to something like by doing that, which you're not letting go for better. Okay. The Devil card is reversed. That means, you know, like a health card, but like, because the Four of Pentacles is here, you don't have that obsess. You don't have an obsession that in regards to your work, because maybe you don't like it enough. You know what I mean? King of Cups reversed. And at the end of the day is like Four of Pentacles reverses. Four of Pentacles is just not a good money card, obviously. And it's just a scarcity mindset holding back. That's what happens sometimes. People get like their savings and they're like holding on to it for dear life. And you never know, something else is going to take it. You know what I mean? Or you waste it on dumb things. You know what I mean? Instead of investing into something that's going to last forever. You know, spend money, don't waste it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Five of Pentacles reversed. That's good news. Remember we said after the 4 is the 5. The good news is I actually don't see you taking any financial loss. That's what I mean. Maybe that scarcity mindset is you thinking, oh, I can't lose this. But you forget that you're gonna make more money. It's almost like that block, that mindset. You're gonna make more money. You know what I mean? You're going to make more. So it's like you're not going to have that financial loss that you're preparing for. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to go homeless, basically. Like, Five of Pentacles reversed, you know? Knight of Cups reversed. Definitely not for you, for this specific person. Definitely don't see love or romance in your cards right now. It really has to do with this work card. Okay, so not the time for relationships. Not for you, whoever's watching this, because you got to put your towards, because like it's affecting everything. This scarcity mindset, or this like holding on to dear for dear life mindset. You know what I mean? It affects you emotionally, so that has to be figured out first. You know what I mean? It doesn't affect everybody, but for you, it seems like it does. Okay, Six of Cups in the Four of Swords. I like that. Again, connection will come to you when you are resting from the hard work. So after you feel like you've earned your rest, earned your sleep, you actually manifest when you feel like that. You know what I mean? Specifically in this situation. Four of Swords and the Six of Clubs. When you're resting from the hard work, that's when relationships come towards you. But for now, it would be, again, you have to put your priority first is work. 10 of Cups reversed and the 10 of Wands reversed. Yes, I don't think you're ready for those burdens. And if you already have that, You got to take care of yourself first with what you're giving time and attention to. Very disciplined to do that because it's easy to go the other way. Devil card reverse. Yes, like again, it's a good card because it's reversed, but again, it comes with a judgment reverse. So are you on your purpose? No. The judgment reverse tells you no. You know, you're not a bad person. You're not this. You know what I mean? You're a good person. Everything is like that, but you're just not on your purpose. You haven't taken the call. And that's why you feel like in a scarcity mindset when it comes to your time and attention, because you don't really have anything to obsess over, what you're obsessed about. You know, that's what I'm saying. You're blocking yourself when really that's how you get, you know, it's Scorpio energy. It's good for money. Judgment, but it's reversed. You're not even looking into it though. That's the thing. Like you're not even looking into it. You know, this person specifically. And again, that's why maybe you don't have enough knowledge as well, because you don't have, that's why there's a scarcity mindset. Four of Pentacles. Holding on for what exactly? It's almost like you think that you're going to have money problems or financial, like bad finances or bad health or something, but no, that doesn't happen. Not for you. No point in thinking about it. Okay, let's pull an oracle card here to finish off. It's an abundance mindset, having abundance mindset, seeing prosperity everywhere, seeing opportunities everywhere. Okay. All right, what's the last message here? 14, dog. We know the dogs are having a good year, going to have a good year soon. 14 is dog. Okay, 14 is the number of travel. Okay. 14, what? Traveling with your dog. The dog energy, God reversed. Let's see what the book quickly says here. We're going to end it with that. Usually don't use the book, but let's see. We know the dog has to do with emotional. They're emotional. They're entertainers. They're loyal to their family. Okay. 14 is the number of 5, which is sex, travel, good looks. It says, the dog, you are noble until the bitter end. Your medicine is the teaching of true and loyal friends. See, to do with loyalty. Let's see here. We're going to get just the... So this card is asking you to look at how readily your sense of loyalty is countermanded by your need for approval. Wow, countermanded. What does that mean? Countermanded. Let's look it up here 1 second. It's a new word I've never really seen. Just being honest. Countermanded probably means like counterproductive, revoke, countermanded. In order to arrest the strike leaders had been countermanded. Revoke an order issued by another person. Declare invalid. Past tense. Declare invalid. A vote or election. Or revoke an order issued by another person. He was already countermanding her. An example is when delay that order, private. That is countermanded. When a countermand is an order that cancels or reverses an earlier command. Okay. It's asking you to look at how readily your sense of loyalty is countermanded by your need for approval. If you pulled the dog card, there are several questions you need to consider depending on the situation about which you are asking. Number 1, have I recently forgotten that I owe my allegiance to my personal truth in life? Number 2, is it possible that gossip or the opinions of others have jaded my loyalty to a certain friend or group? Number 3, have I denied or ignored someone who is trying to be my loyal friend? Number 4, have I been loyal and true to my goals? These are questions you have to ask yourself. Have I recently forgotten that I owe my allegiance to my personal truth in life? Your purpose. That's what it's talking about, right? Is it possible that gossip or the opinions of others have jaded my loyalty to a certain friend or group? Who are you taking advice from? Who are you listening to from? You understand? What are you reading exactly? Are you thinking just like someone else taught you how to think? You know what I mean? Have I denied or ignored someone who is trying to be my loyal friend? Okay, numerology and astrology helps that to see who's loyal to you. Have I been loyal and true to my goals? That's what you got to ask yourself. All right, it was a pleasure, of course. Take care. Peace.